Good morning, lovelies. I just wanted to give you a little bit of advice and some hints and tips as you are working through the Desmos this week. So on the very first screen, you're going to see something like this. They're just asking you to move these purple dots around, and you'll see that your score changes. So if I have one blue dot in the shaded region, then my score is 1. As soon as I open that up to, look, now I have 2 blue and 1 red, and my score is still 1. So what we're going to see here, now I have 2 blue, 1 red, still a score of 2 or 1, and now I have a score of 2. So the blue points are going to count as positive points for you, and the red points count as negative points. So we want to avoid as many red points as possible and collect as many blue points as possible. Also notice if your line is solid, then any point on your line is going to count in your score. Okay? All right. So over here, we want to change this. Currently, we're collecting a bunch of red dots and only one blue dot. So we want to mess with our symbol here to change that. So we want to flip it and go the opposite direction. So we're going to flip it and, flip it and go the opposite direction. So when I flip the inequality symbol, now this reads y is greater than x. Now we're going to collect more blue than red, and that changes our score. Your goal is to get the highest score. See how one person has a higher score than me? Someone did something super fancy and either collected this blue dot or somehow got rid of that red dot. You don't need to get the fanciest, highest score. You just need to practice writing the equations of lines that are inequalities. So again, using the symbols. If in Desmos you want or equal to, so you want the line to be included. Currently, notice this line is not included. So if I made this x plus 1, see how now the points that are here, doop, 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 are unshaded because this means y is greater than. It does not include the line. If you want to include the line, you can just put an equal symbol. After that, all I did was hit equal on my keyboard, and it'll turn the greater than into a greater than or equal to. So remember, the symbol matters a lot. If you want to include the line, you need a line underneath your inequality symbol, indicating it can also be equal to the line. And again, the direction you turn this will change which direction you face. Again, drop an equal in there and it will collect the points on the line. Okay, when you get to crazy stuff and it's hard to find maybe a way to get all of them, just try and get as many blue as you can and as few red as you can. You don't have to go crazy on this. You can have fun if you want to write multiple inequalities. You can do that. But you can absolutely just write a single linear inequality and do the best you can to collect as many dots as possible. So that is your getting started video. I'm going to do one over here just to try it out. So I see kind of a V shape here. So again, you could get fancy, but you can just try and collect down in this direction more. So maybe a positive sloped line, getting as few of these as possible. Let's see. We could do y is less than. I'm not sure if I want to include the line yet or not, so I'm just going to leave it as less than. And I think I want a positive slope with maybe a y-intercept of 3 or 4. So I'll start with a slope of 1 plus 3, see where that gets me. So I've got some blue in here, but I definitely have too many red. I want to come up, I think, more with maybe a higher intercept here. Got a lot of blues, still have red. Notice someone still has a higher score than me. We could go up. If I go up one more, if I change my y-intercept to 7 instead, I'm going to collect 2 more blue, but I'm also going to collect 2 more red, so that doesn't really change my score. But if I go up to a y-intercept of 9, then I'm going to collect more blue than red overall. So I think I'm going to try that. Oops, and now I need the line to be included, so equal to. And then my score went up to 6. Again, you don't have to get the highest score in the world. If you want to try and get fancy, you can. But your goal is just to collect as many blue and as few red as possible, practicing your inequality. So really, I want you to be focused more on, can I predict what's going to happen when I enter whatever I enter over here? So if you can guess how many, or if you know what your score is before you enter your inequality, You're doing great. Again, just practice it out and play with these inequality symbols and try and have fun with it this week. Hope you're all doing well. Miss you. Bye.